Hello, Keto family, welcome back. I am super excited about today's video. Today, we're going to be making schnitzel. If this is your first time with us, don't forget, hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. Let's get started, guys. Alright guys, before we get started, as a reminder, everything I'm using today will be listed down in the description below. And then at the end of the video, you'll have a nutritional information card with the macro breakdown so you know what to expect when you make this meal. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to be using today cube steak. I have 1.5 pounds, which comes up to 3 pretty good size pieces of meat. You can use whatever protein you want in this. I know a lot of people like chicken. You can use chicken breast, just pound it nice and thin and use it that way. Whatever you prefer. My family likes the cube steak, so that's what we're using today. So our station's going to be set up with our 3 bowls here for the breading. In this bowl I have 2 eggs. I've already beaten them. And to those 2 eggs, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. We're going to mix those together really well. In this bowl here, I've got a 1/3 cup of almond flour already sifted into there. And then in this bowl here, I have 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Technically, mine started off as shredded Parmesan cheese, and I ran it through my NutriBullet to make it a nice fine powder, so it'll go good with this. And into that, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of crushed pork rinds. Now these pork rinds, what I do is I go to Sam's Club, and they got a 16-ounce, a big 16-ounce jug of them. And those only cost about $5.50, $5.60, something in that area. What I do is I bring them home and I run them through my food processor, make them a nice fine crumb out of them. It is the perfect keto breadcrumb substitute. Alright, and into the pork rinds and the grated Parmesan cheese, I'm going to add my seasonings. I got 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cracked black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're just going to mix those all together. Alright, so to get started with the breading of the meat, we're going to take it and first we're going to press it into the almond flour here, getting it nice and coated. I like to really press it in to make sure it sticks pretty good. Alright, then we're going to dredge that through our eggs. And let the excess drain off. Then we're going to press it down into the pork rind crumbs, I guess the other breading mixture that we have. I really try and press it on there because I don't want this coming off. Make a nice good breading. I told y'all, was it like a week ago, I was experimenting with this, and this is by far the best schnitzel. Even over the non-keto, this comes out so delicious. I think it's the crushed pork rinds. It just really adds an extra pop of flavor to it. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with the next one. Alright guys, I'm going to do the same thing to these next 2. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we got the schnitzel all breaded up. Those were some surprisingly large pieces of meat. I didn't expect that. As an FYI, I did end up having to add 1 more egg and tablespoon of heavy whipping cream to my egg mixture because I started running out in that last one, so scaling it down, I guess I scaled it down too far. But yeah, just make sure if you're using 1.5 pounds of meat, to use 3 eggs and 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. You don't want to run out in the middle of it and have to wash up to get more mixed together, okay? Alright, so I've already got my oil heated up, and if you guys haven't noticed, there's no sound of the cooktop fan. My husband found me one that was silent. Thank you. So I know we're all excited about that. That noise was really distracting, and I do apologize for it, but we're all better now. In my pan, I have already heated up some avocado oil. You can use your oil of choice. I prefer avocado oil for frying stuff up in. Olive oil I find tends to give a little bit of a flavor to this stuff that I'm not a huge fan of. So we're going to very carefully place these down in the oil. Now these are so big, I'm probably going to cook them one at a time. You don't want to overcrowd your pan, okay? And with this, I'm probably going to do about 4 minutes on each side. Alright, see you guys back in a few minutes. Alright guys and gals, so these just finished cooking. And I found that the bigger pieces of meat did take 4 minutes on each side, but I have one that's a little bit smaller, and 4 minutes was a little bit much. So I backed off to 3 minutes on that one. I saw it was getting a little too cooked. But that's it. Nice and simple. A great recipe. I know you guys are going to love it. All right, lovely. So to put it all together for you, I have here the world's best, creamiest garlic mashed potatoes that you can imagine. I got that recipe up here for you. Go check it out. They are the perfect replacement for those mashed potatoes we know we miss on keto. And then I also have a really wonderful creamy mushroom gravy that just complements everything perfectly. And we know this wouldn't be Jaeger Schnitzel without the mushroom gravy. Check that video out up here too. I hope this is a great meal for you guys. Please try it out and let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you learned something, and share this recipe with anybody that you know can use a great recipe for Jaeger Schnitzel. Until next time, guys. Bye.